And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you. Hey, wait. We just started this. Sorry. Hey, my brain got a head start, and I'm sorry. And it's super fucking late. So it's time to get this road on the show. Ha 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 ha. Mixing words around equals comedy. Got you, motherfucker. You're right in the face. Big old cream pie of comedy. Just dripping down your forehead. You didn't see that shit coming. Or that coming shit. Oh, flip them words upside down. You didn't fucking. Okay. That's ridiculous. I don't like where that's going. That's a terrible way to start. You know what's funny is that I have now 3 deleted versions of the beginning of this episode that you'll never hear. And they started off and they were kind of funny a little bit. And then there was something that I didn't like and I was like, fuck it, scratch it. And I just deleted it forever. And there's no way anyone will ever hear it. Yeah, because I don't archive everything. Because nobody cares about this shit. Like, why would I archive something that nobody gives a fuck about? Like, nobody watches. Like, I put all this effort into a show that literally no one watches. Anyway, hey, round the horn. We got to go real quick. We got to make it super fast. We don't have time to fuck around because this is actually the 3rd time we've done this, and we need to stop. Okay, we need to just get these slides in the can and done and over with, because this episode, if it feels tired, if it feels like it's been done before, that's because it has, but not all the way, twice now. But tonight we're going to finish it. And then we're going to go to bed, and that'll be nice. Anyway, so really quick around the horn. Okay, Braxton, holy fuckamoles, my friend. I don't know what the fuck you wrote, but it seems like, hey, you know what? Let's give a little tease, Braxton. What say you and me? Because I'm pretty sure that I wrote, and you can bear witness to this. I did some writing this week, Braxton. It wasn't just you. Me and my pal over here, we got together. We rubbed our heads together. We rubbed our pencils together. We rubbed our dicks separately, separate rooms, separate times, but I think the dick rubbing helped a lot. I don't know if Braxton's with me on that one, but dick rubbing. Have you done it lately? It's pretty good. If you don't have a dick, I'm sure you can find something to rub. Get it, rub up on it. Enjoy that shit. It's pretty good. Anyway, regardless, hey Braxton, so the dirtiest, filthiest fucking joke, not like dirty, filthy, like pussies with baby arms in them, because people say their dicks are like baby arms, and so if you fuck a pregnant woman, you're gonna hit a baby's arm with a baby's arm, because you got a big dick. And it's like a baby's arm, hold it, and she's pregnant, and there's an actual baby arm in there. You're going to swat that baby arm away with a baby arm. Baby arm comes to grab your dick, because that's the joke that people always tell. Like, hey, what if you're fucking a pregnant woman and you feel the baby's hand grab your dick? That's the joke that's been around since forever. Yeah, well, what if you got one of them baby arm dicks? And you fucking punch that baby with your dick, and you're like, competition, motherfucker. Anyway, it's a free market. You gotta fight for your space. You know what I'm saying? Like, capitalism, it's a bitch, baby. Sooner you learn that, the better. Anyway, god damn, Braxton, is it filthier than what I just came up with just now? It might be. Okay, all right. Okay, we're going to put some trust in you that the joke filthier than that shit is waiting for us near or at the end of the show. So zip ahead if that's what you do. I don't know. All right. So, yeah, also Ian does a shitty job. Whereas he put things, he lately has, they did it like one of those scatter campaigns where you take leaflets up in an airplane and you like that one mission in, fucking Grand Theft Auto where you got to be like, candy sucks and here's the posters that I'm dropping with a seaplane for some reason. Anyway, regardless, but you know that mission, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, so he decided to do like that, which isn't a completely god awful idea, although like a lot of them are just gonna end up in gutters and shit. But like, at least it makes it look like we can afford to fucking spread these things around. Anyway, but where did he do it? Oh, he fucking like had him spread over the mass grave sites in Ukraine. Yeah, the evidence of the war crimes that's happening in Ukraine that we're all fucking sick over. This guy takes the promos for this show and just scatters them over it. So people are like, worst humanitarian crisis in the world right now, and we're watching it unfold day by day, and it just gets fucking worse. And my God, who will stand in Putin's way and tell him that he's a criminal and hold him to account for the crimes that he has committed against humanity? And this motherfucker is like, that's a good place for leaflets. Because it seems like people are paying attention to what's happening over there, right? Was that what you were thinking, Ian? Ian, stop popping your pimples and fucking acknowledge that I'm talking to you. Is that what you were thinking? God damn it, this guy is gross. Anyway, apparently he wasn't thinking at all, and so it's so much worse than you thought. So just assume the worst, double it, and you're halfway there. Anyway, so yeah, Chaz fucking hired this guy because he's an asshole who's like, nepotism, it'll get you there every time. And where does it get us? Into fucking incompetence and weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know how much longer we can handle that shit, but boy howdy, yeah. So that's an issue, and Chaz over here with his fucking 19-year-old lover who left him. Thank Christ. You know what I'm saying? Left his ass. Oh my God. Anyway, so now our fucking friend Chaz over here is the saddest thing you've ever fucking seen. A now separated man is separated from his lover who is less than half his fucking age. Used to be his daughter's best friend. And guess what? She met a fucking DJ who fucking wanted to take her back to his place, and she's like, yes, I'm going to dump this old man I've been fucking for money and shit, but now look at you, Mr. DJ, you've got money, and I think you're cool. Yeah, she never fucking thought you were cool, Chaz. You just bought her shit. So, I hope you enjoyed that experience, but thank Christ it's over. Now you can go back to, like, barely fucking running this show. Oh, my God. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry about it. Oh, my God. She was half your age. Like, you should be glad it's over. That entire thing was a mistake. And, I'm just putting up notices to all the local schools that, they are to report if they see you hanging around a little too often, because I fear you might be headed in the wrong direction age-wise for your romantic partners. Concerned about you, you fucking weirdo. Anyway, hey, speaking of people I'm concerned about, Clarissa over there, yeah, okay. Well, I tell you what, Chaz, you're such a fucking sad sack. Why don't you go play slap bag with Clarissa over there? You slap her wine sack, the metal part out of the wine box. You unbox it, and it's like this weird aluminum plastic sort of hybrid bag, and you can slap it. And if someone slaps it, then you give them a shot of wine out your wine bag. It's called slap bag, and it's a favorite on college campuses. Anyway, so yeah, why don't you go play some slap bag with Clarissa? And yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on Kaysen because he wants to slap Clarissa's bags, not her bag. Because he gets fucking handsy because he's a goddamn pervert. You know what, Aiden? If I didn't fucking hate your guts, I would ask you to help, but you're fucking worthless. Anyway, that's it. That's all the white people. Hey, how much time? 11 minutes? Not too bad. Let's bring that last fucker out here, get him to do his shit, then we can be on with the fucking show. Here, Weekend Type Fun, Volume 46. The future will have been here yesterday by this time tomorrow. You fucked that up a little bit, Stanley the Manly, but whatever. Good fucking enough. I didn't even have to introduce you, really, so that's even better. All right. Show is on the road in half the time. Still, it took more time than most people are willing to watch this fucking show just to get us off the ground. And we're on the part where I'm telling you who the fuck I am, and I've been talking at you for 12 goddamn minutes. Anyway, with your host, Rem Pemberton of the Clemson Pembertons, who has been successfully converted into a cyborg. No, I fucking have not. I have not been successfully converted into being a cyborg. That's not a thing that describes me at all. That's fucking stupid. On this slide, if Rem spent the last slide pretending he's not a cyborg, on this slide we'll tell him that we had to erase the part of his memory that remembers the cyborg creation process because it was so painful. So yeah, beat that, Rem. You're still a cyborg. Okay, your logic is infallible. Clearly, I am a cyborg. Oh my god, it's so crazy, my cyborg ways. Come on, you old cyborg, play that theme song so we can get this dang show off of the ground. Yeah, I would love to play that theme song. Why don't you do it right now?
This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. This has always been the theme song. This has always been the theme. Cha.
Ah, yes, the cha as it always was. Yes, indeed. Theme songs never change, ladies and gentlemen, they never do. Hey, this week's episode, our incredible future, what absolutely will happen. Yes, these things are already well underway. I've taken a look at these things. These are sure shots. If you can bet on any of these fucking things in Vegas, happening 100 years from now, ladies and gentlemen. 100 years into our future. Yeah, these things are all guaranteed 100% surefire, cannot miss, will happen in our amazing future, which will be here in only 100 years. Let's find out together. The first thing, politics? Really? That's the first thing we decided to focus on? I agree. I agree with whoever made the slides. Braxton, you and I are simpatico. What the fuck? I mean, I guess we decided what this was. We're going to go politics first? Oh, this ought to be rich. Oh, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely believe in these jokes that you're about to see. I believe in them, and they will land with impact that is fucking impactful. You'll feel it. You'll be like, haha, my haha maker is so sore now because I have haha'd so very many times over the course of these hilarious things that I have just been shown and have had read to me by the guy who does the thing. That's me, Rem Pemberton of the Clemson Pembertons. I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm not. I said I was gonna, and now I don't have to. Fuck it. God damn it. Is denied a sneeze. It's like a mouth orgasm. Anyway, here we go. In 2120, after realizing that ordinary governmental systems are doing them no favors, humans will intentionally subject themselves to a new government, the Planetary Council of Doom. As it will be seen, supervillains make better leaders than politicians. And that's probably true because, supervillains, they definitely have like a moral code that they will not sell out for any reason, But like fucking, politicians, they'd be like, oh, you're going to give me how much money if I pretend that this is what I liked all along? Okay, this is what I liked all along. Holy shit, give me that bag of money. This is amazing. Like, that's how politicians are. And so, yeah, supervillains, at least they're going to be like, doom to you all. We'll be like, yeah, doom to us all. For fuck's sake. At least it's something we can count on. Anyway, yeah. So the Planetary Council of Doom will usher in a century of peace and prosperity on Earth, and absolutely everything will improve as a result. Sure it will. In 2121, planetary defense forces will be called in to quell an uprising of the hyper-realistic sex dolls every citizen is issued on their 16th birthday. Now, we are very close to this one coming real. The uprising will end when the dolls are allowed to unionize, only work 13 hours per day, and be allowed to wear pants when not actively being used. Sex doll activists, whom we will all secretly suspect of hoarding in on other people's sex dolls, will hail the day as a major victory for sex-bot kind. In 2122, Earth will elect its first non-human to the Planetary Council of Doom. He will be a super-intelligent marmoset named Mr. Dithers, and he will enact policies which will make homosexuality mandatory. Heterosexuals will complain at first until they realize how good their state-mandated partners are at diddling their naughty bits, and then everyone will just learn to be okay with it over time. Oh, I could go for a good naughty bit diddling my own self. Who couldn't? In 2123, the planetary murder rate drops to 0 when the government redesigns all guns to shoot the user as well as the intended target. The police finally stop murdering black people, and American school children become safe for the first time since Columbine. The one downside? Suicide pacts are through the goddamn roof. I mean, it's a can't miss for a suicide pact. In 2124, in order to combat the growing suicide pact epidemic, the Planetary Council of Doom makes medical marijuana not only legal, but mandatory. Everyone calms the fuck down, and for some reason nobody can remember what the word Republican, which only makes appearances in history books, is even fucking referring to. In 2125, the Planetary Council of Doom enacts one of their most popular policies. All rapists, after being put on trial, the same day they are accused, have their dicks cut off. The dick cutting is broadcast live on the internet, as is the remainder of the punishment. What is the remainder? The rapist must go find his own dismembered dick on the dick wall, where rapist dicks are kept on permanent display. They are then forced to suck their own dismembered dick, while their victims laugh and point. Fun fact, there are no repeat offenders when it comes to rape after 2125. How could there be? The second thing, culture. I'm not sure what this means, but we'll find out. Maybe it's like the arts and culture section of the fucking newspaper when you're like, does this count? And they're like, we don't fucking know. We have nowhere else to put this story about, reclaimed opera house furniture being made into like fucking, benches for kivas. Like, where the fuck are we supposed to put that? Arts and culture. There we go. Okay. The second thing, culture. In 2120, there was way less blue in our future than Google image search would have led you to believe. Seriously, for some reason, Google thinks the future is fucking made out of blue. Look to your right and you'll see what I mean. See, like this shit, and this shit, and this shit, and this shit, and this J.J. Abrams lens flare and shit. In 2121, religion will be replaced with just not being a dick to people because it's the right thing to do. Everyone will agree that this is a much better system and will wonder why we didn't just do it this way from the beginning. In 2122, American football and the sport the rest of the world calls football will merge into one very confusing game in which players can't use their hands or feet. Players will advance a cube-shaped ball by balancing it on their heads. Fans of this new sport, still called football, will agree that it makes more sense than either of the sports that inspired it. In 2123, the general public will no longer be able to tell the difference between what we call classical music, Bach, Beethoven, etc., and today's popular music. It will not be uncommon, for example, to hear a symphony orchestra perform selections from both Vivaldi and Lil Uzi Vert in the same concert. In 2123, the number one pop album, which will win literally all the Grammys, including the Latin Grammys, which will still unaccountably be a thing in the 2120s, will be a recording of a computer virus ravaging its way through the computer running the Hatsune Miku Vocaloid program. In 2124, most humans will pay to allow the Apple Corporation to implant cellular phone technology inside of their bodies. This will allow you to never have a genuine human experience ever again, as you will never not need to be watching shit on the internet as soon as you can get a phone crammed up your ass. Most parents opt for their children to have the procedure at birth because they don't want their children to be ostracized for not having a clever Twitter username. In 2125, humanity will get real with itself and settle on a 2-hour work week because, if we're being honest, most of us don't do more than 2 hours of actual fucking work in any given week. While one would hope that humans would dedicate themselves to artistic and intellectual endeavors in their newfound free time, but we will mostly spend our time watching cat videos instead of petting our actual cats, and watching video game playthroughs of games we already own. The third thing, I regret splitting things into subcategories. And indeed I do. I regret it so deeply. For faculties, succulties, oh boy, I am making mistake after mistake. This is just riddled with nonsense. Is Captain Caveman and the Silver Surfer meet the Flintstones on Gilligan's Island and shit. It's just all kind of fucked up. Like, what is happening? Anyway, let's just fucking find out. In 2120, racism will end when the last buck-toothed fucking moron in the Deep South, where else would he live? Boston? Okay, you make a good point. opens his fucking eyes and realizes how goddamn cute biracial people are. He also takes a look in the mirror, realizes that his genes aren't worth sharing, and takes a vow of celibacy. And no, I don't mean the Catholic kind where he fucks kids in private while pretending to be celibate. I mean he actually becomes a celibate and does not spread his hateful, terrible goddamn DNA. Good choice, my friend. In 2121, the last site on the internet with no porn on it, humanesociety.org, will start hosting porn just so they don't seem weird in comparison. On the plus side, they'll move a lot more pussy than they did before the porn. In 2122, Netflix will develop a way to stream their content in pill form. You will be able to binge-watch shows that you barely tolerate in as much time as it takes you to swallow. On the plus side, people can get to the chill side of Netflix and chill much faster than they used to. The whatever thing is the future. I will have shown you the following shit. I mean, I guess it's true. I'm recording this right now, but nobody's listening to it right now. And I won't listen to it later, until later, at the very earliest. But I think I'm going to listen to it at some point. Anyway, but like, yeah, holy shit. I don't know how these next things are connected at all. I don't fucking know. Okay, we're just going to have to deal with what we deal with, okay? It might get a little crazy. Just stick with it, my friend. I believe in your powers. Don't get offended because I do not respond to that. Okay. Offensive, get on my level memes that don't really get the concept. I take my antidepressants with a 12 gauge. Get on my level. That one made me laugh when I thought of it. That's pretty funny. I'm such a conspiracy theorist. I think 9/11 was done by all these people inside the tower. Yeah. That makes sense. I'm so lonely, I asked Alexa for an affirmation and she suggested I kill myself instead. Get on my level. I sent a DNA sample to 23andMe, and the results said I was supposed to be an abortion instead. Get on my level. I'm such a pedophile, I only rape pregnant women. Get on my level. That's the messed up one. That's pretty messed up. Nope. Nope. There's nothing gonna make that okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that fucking note, show's over. No closure. This program was made possible by the Igneous and Gertruldina Buttcomer Foundation. Promotional considerations provided by Ralph Morgan's Extra Strangly Snakes, the Lonely Ass Librarians Guild, Grandpappy True Real's Foul-Smelling Balms and Gruels, and the one and only True God. This program was directed and performed by Rem Pemberton, and there's some secret stuff at the bottom for, yeah. We're going to make friends. We're going to make some friends. Me and Braxton, we're going to go see if we're friends. I think we can be friends. There's like something stingy in my hair. Why are you stingy and why are you in my hair? I think it's an ant. Why? I don't want that in my life. Anyway, Rem Pemberton, Bubba Hotep was an okay movie. As thumb encircled and tongue going A-okay. Written by Braxton White Guy. Same the truth about Ian Ramey. Sorry. I guess that's what you get. Anyway, theme song by the Out of Tuners. man, you guys get so regular sometimes. It's like, I'm super regular. And then it's like they come along and they're like, oh, you think that's fucking regular? You just fucking wait. Wait and see how we do. Anyway, a presentation of Non Sober Badger Productions. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A subsidiary of the large, boring sounding corporation with surprisingly questionable business practices, Lawful Asset Holdings Incorporated. A branch of the intentionally vague corporation whose purpose may never be known, the Blaine Group. And communism. Not dead yet, suckers. Communism appears courtesy of the need for new American labor movement. The American labor movement, it's like politics, but it's relevant to your actual goddamn life. The American labor movement would like to remind you that if you don't like the results of unbridled capitalism, you should vote to try something else. Yeah, do that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the last fucking slide. Look at how quick we got through that. I've had intros shorter than that shit. Hey, quick one. Good for you. Hit and quit it. You know, James Brown, sometimes you'd be like, all right, let's rock this one for a while. And sometimes you'd be like, all right, hit and quit it. Done. Anyway, so I think that's going to be me. And anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you have been a delight, and we will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.